Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Nashville. Quez Watkins going to bring it back. And his own 5-yard goal.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. Now that Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in legal.
The Titans sending out their punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety at first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Logan Cook now, and remember, his first was blocked. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw. That's Leggett on the RPO. And He's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Plant. It's Penix. Quick hitting slant there. Still going inside the 20. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 55 yards on the game. Throwing is Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. York, good on the extra point. And the Colts will take a 15-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That is fielded at the 13. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. We're going to go play action with Penix. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
We'll go play action. Purdy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have a Titans 1st down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's into the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2.
The Titans will line up for
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision turned it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
So
off.
now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
They'll go play action now with Penix. For linebacker Nick Herbig getting into the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Got pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, it's Penix. And he will score again. Touchdown, Indy. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts are able to extend their first quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
So after one, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. 18. What's up?
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That is caught. What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown Titans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2.
The Titans will line up for
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 45 yards.
First down. A gain of 45 yards. And the Colts first down.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Throwing left side, the catch is made. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. The Colts add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Get set, get set. Huh.
Here's Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow. 18. What's up? Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Start.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Get set, get set. 21. Check. Up front.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Outside. Here we go, boys. 18. What's up? Go ahead, go ahead. Stop.
Here's the handoff to Barkley. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's over the middle and intercepted. One back the distance. Touchdown, Colts. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy. Forced to his right. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Purdy to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one too far up in front. It is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. They'll go with Purdy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Colts will take over here just past the 30. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Well, he gave one defender the runaround there on his way to picking up 8 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught left side by Bowers. Midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Colts.
Let's go now.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Nick Herbig. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this 1st half. We're going to go play action with Penix. Pushed out to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and a long way to go.
Here we go.
Here's Penix. Now he's just going to flip this forward.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Fair catch.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Fire up. Yellow. Hot.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here's Xavier Legette. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first and 10, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. On the handoff, it's ETN. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Third, they need 8. Throwing is Penix, and that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Purdy on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up for the short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
And the lefty Penix on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Up.
A first down throw for Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
Open man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Titans first down.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Here's Etienne. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The Colts about to kick this one away as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Finding room at the 35. Still going. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible. All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
The Colts take over first and 10.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Rolling to the left. He's going to let this one go deep. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Indy. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. That's his 5th touchdown catch of the game. That ties the NFL single-game mark. Jerry Rice did it in 1990. Kellen Winslow Sr. 1981. Bob Shaw all the way back in 1950. They have company with the 5-touchdown reception game in this one. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Purdy. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. Pick up of 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll push forward here down to about the 27. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play. Second down, 8 yards to go.
It's second and 8.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Inside the 10, it is caught. To the goal line and in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught by Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Escaping to his left. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. On second down, Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. Now Penix. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, Man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara. Players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So, yet another celebration, and this one has a little bit of history with it. He has set the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
63, Titans 36.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Get set. Up.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short. Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
18.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throw on the run is complete. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Titans.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
63, Titans 42.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. There's that man again. Another pass. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
A gain of 25 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To throw again, it's Penix. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, he's taken in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Penix. That is caught. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Colts.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, is touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Outside. Up.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. A fairly quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for first and 10.
Get set. Get hot.
On play action, here's Purdy. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Outside. Up.
Purdy gonna put it up again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Again in the air for Purdy. Moving outside the pocket. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up. Up.
Off the play fake. Purdy out to his right. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Titans may have recovered this. Tennessee ball.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football.
And more of the same. Another interception. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
mastering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That one taken in right side by Lee Getz. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. That's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10. Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The rookie out of Michigan, Kenneth Grant, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. On first and 10, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next day.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot
That's
easier.
going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they get it at their own field.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Purdy now back near his goal line. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
A first down throw for Purdy. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. He'll go play action. Purdy forced out wide. He'll air it out down the middle. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Get set. Get set.
Throwing again is Purdy. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. This will bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2.
Get
The
set.
Titans will line up for the
18.
two-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
The carry here for ETN. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Winters on the stop. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Mostert now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action with Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down.
21.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 for Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Connection made. It's Burden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 7.
Outside. Out.
Throwing again is Purdy. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelee Ringo. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
The time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think